guys, I am going to show you in this video today how I stay healthy while I'm traveling. Let's hit it. All right, so the first thing that I do is I like to prepare for my trip about a week ahead of time, 2 weeks ahead of time, with a couple of different things. So I really try to get a whole bunch of sleep if I can. If I need to reset my sleep cycle, if I'm going one direction or the other, I will start that a couple weeks before too, for like time zone differences. Also make sure that I'm drinking a lot of water the weeks leading up to the trip. That's really good. Especially when you're on the airplane, it's really good to drink a lot of water. The cabin is just really dry, pressurized air. You dry out really fast. So it's really good to kind of build up drinking lots and lots of water ahead of time. I also like drinking coconut water too. That's really hydrating as well. And they're starting to sell coconut waters in the airport, which is even better. I love that. But I will, when I get to the airport through security, get a big jug of water and carry it with me. And I'll bring a lemon, squeeze it in there, makes it a little more interesting to drink. And I'll drink about 6 to 8 ounces every half hour on my flight. So there we go, water. Besides that, before we actually get to the airport, I'll put 2 things on my feet, which seems a little silly, but it isn't. Actually, 3 things. I'll put 3 things on my feet. The first thing is I will put, this is Plant Therapy Germ Fighter. I'll link this below. All of these things that I'm gonna show you, I'll link below. But this I got off of Amazon, really cheap. It was like $7.99 and free shipping, which is awesome. And it's an essential oil blend of clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, lemon, and rosemary. There we go. And if you are essential oil buffs, you will know this commonly as thieves. I've talked about this in previous videos. That's a Young Living trademarked name. But basically, I'll tell you the story again if you missed my last videos. So way back in the plague dark ages time, the people who had the plague were oftentimes robbed by others, by thieves, and those thieves would put these blends of essential oils on them to protect themselves from contracting the plague. So there we go, Germ Fighter. I use this. You can use the Thieves version by Young Living internally if you want. This is just all topical, but it is absorbed into your bloodstream if you put it on the bottom of your feet, and it's really antiviral, antibacterial, really good kind of insurance policy protection. So I love this stuff. This is really great. You can make your own too if you wanted to do that. I didn't have patience for it, but my sister does that and it works for her, so that's fine. Also, oregano oil. Here it is. This is the Now brand, but there's tons of brands out there. You can actually get oregano oil in a dropper bottle like this, but we get the capsules because they're really easy to travel with. And what we do is we'll take a capsule like so, and we'll either take it internally or we'll put it on the bottom of our feet. So the bottom of the other foot, take some scissors, snip off the top, bloop, dump it into my hand and put it on the bottom of my feet. And this is also very antibacterial. They've been doing studies on this recently about its effectiveness in killing E. coli, something else, maybe strep, something like that, and staph, I think, were like the 3 big things that they've been working on. And they're starting to develop things like plant and fruit sprays to kill E. coli and things like that on produce. So lots of studies are being done about oregano oil recently, and it's a natural way to kill germs, which is fantastic. And also, put it on the bottom of your feet, absorbed into your bloodstream, really good immune booster. So, Thieves and oregano oil. The other thing I'll put on my feet are socks. Please wear socks through security. Who doesn't wear socks through security? Why is that a good idea? Oh my goodness. Blah. Yuck. Anyway, moving on. So after I get through security, make sure I wipe my hands down with a wet wipe here. I prefer the wet ones. That's just me. I like using the wipes rather than the hand sanitizer. I feel like it cleans my hands off a little bit better. Also just wash my hands afterward, that's fine too. So then while I'm actually traveling, there are a few immune booster things that I do in addition to my just normal pills that I take. This one here is normal. I take this every day. It is my Prescript Assist probiotic. And this is a soil-based probiotic, so you don't have to refrigerate it. So it's really great for travel. You're used to seeing probiotics that are white. Obviously, those are not white. These are soil-based, so I might be taking dirt in a pill. I don't know, but it works really well. The best probiotics for myself and my husband are these, Prescript Assist. So take those if you are looking for a probiotic. They are fantastic, especially when you're traveling and you don't have to refrigerate those. That's awesome. I like to take digestive enzymes. I take these every day too, just on a normal basis. These are by Enzymedica. They are the Digest Gold, and they have the AT Pro in them. And they make a version without those. They're not as good. You always get the one with the AT Pro in it. These are the best digestive enzymes I have ever taken, along with it was Now Foods Digest Platinum. Those were recalled. So these are the ones that I'm taking now, and they're awesome. Look how big this bottle is. I should buy stock. They are amazing. So you take one with each meal. If you have a really heavy meal or eat a lot, you can take 2 with that meal. Helps digest it, helps you feel really good, and gets the nutrients better absorbed by your body. So that's really nice. Yes, a couple of different things that I have here too. Vitamin C, of course, everybody knows about vitamin C. If you take too much, it'll cause digestive upset, so watch out for that. I'm normally pretty good with one 500 milligram pill that I have here. These work really well for me. I had no problem, so I'll take one of those pills, and I'll also take a zinc. This is just by Sundown. 50 milligrams zinc. Zinc is a proven immune booster, so I'll do one of those. And I'll also do my vitamin D3. I take these every day. This is the 5,000 IU. I'll do 5,000 a day. In the winter, I'll do 10,000 if I am, catching a cold or whatever. In the summer, I'll do 5,000 maybe every 2 or 3 days. So always good to do your vitamin D. And 2 other things, if I feel like I've been around someone with a cold on the airplane or whatever, I'll take my Kyolic. This is the Kyolic Immune Formula. It is a garlic supplement that also has oregano oil in it. It also has olive leaf extract, vitamin C, a couple of different, what are those, mushrooms? Yeah, those are mushrooms, reishi, shiitake, maitake. And this is a really nice supplement to take if you're not low FODMAP. If you are low FODMAP, you can't take this because of the garlic that's in it. But it works fine for me, works well. My husband cannot take these, so that's really good. But one thing he can take, and what I take too, is elderberry syrup. You can make your own if you want. This particular one is Nature's Way Sambucus. You can get this at most grocery stores or on Amazon, and it's just an immune booster. I think that's all of my immune boosters. I can't be boosted anymore. I am boosted out. Yes, so if you are prone to being a nervous flyer, or you don't sleep well in hotels, or if you're trying to reset your sleep cycle, I like valerian root to use for that purpose. You can see here, supports relaxation and calm, tranquil rest. There we go. You could take melatonin. I don't, because melatonin is a hormone and I don't want anything to do with that. So I will take valerian. I'll take 2 of these little pills right before I go to bed, or maybe one before I get on the airplane if I feel like I need it. And it just helps relax you. That's basically what it is. Now, it stinks. It smells so bad, and it tastes awful. Awful. Ugh. I don't like the way it smells or tastes, but I will hold my nose and I'll take 2 pills because it's worth it, because they work. So anyway, valerian root. There is a valerian tea you could get too if you wanted to do that, but I don't think I could do a tea. They're disgusting. Yes, so if you're prone to motion sickness, I did a video on this a long time ago, but I take 2 ginger capsules 2 ginger root capsules. I'll also put on C-bands. You've probably seen people with those. They're pressure point bands, just like a cotton band with a little white nub. And you put them on your wrists, and they press on the pressure point. That helps with nausea and dizziness. And also, I'll do motion ease oil behind my ears. And with those 3 things, I'm fine. Don't need to take anything like a Bonine or a Dramamine. I've been fine with those. 2 other things. If we're going to be eating out a lot, we run the risk of being glutened, and so I bring 2 things with us that help if we feel like we have been glutened or we're not really comfortable about the meal we just ate and want to kind of help our system move it through. So the first thing that we will do is we'll take internally an oregano oil capsule after the meal, pretty immediately afterward actually, like maybe with the meal. Sometimes it would give you heartburn, but you know, for me it's worth it. And then 3-ish hours later, we'll take either 2 activated charcoal capsules, or we'll take a spoonful of bentonite clay. We'll take a smaller bottle, of course. But these guys help move things through your system. And actually, hospitals use activated charcoal for overdose patients to help absorb the toxins and move them through the body. So activated charcoal is really great. It absorbs like 10-15-fold its weight in water, so it's really good to use. You have to drink a lot of water with it, so be real careful with that. But it works for us, so we always take these in our medicine cabinet bag with us. So as far as bringing your own food, I prefer that. I cannot hardly ever find food that I want to eat in the airport. I just can't. They just don't, I don't know. Unless I can find a Chipotle or something, it's a lost cause. So I will bring my own food with me. I'll at least bring my own snacks. If I'm flying over a mealtime, I'll bring my own meal too. So I'll be doing a video on this very soon. But just a little rundown. For snacks, I'll bring things like Larabars. I'll bring beef jerky. Fruit is really good. Grapes, bananas, those travel well. We are flying over the breakfast and lunch hours on the next trip, so we'll be doing, I made a breakfast bread that I froze. It's in the freezer right now, that we'll have on the plane. And then as far as a lunch, I think I'm going to make a salad out of chopped cooked chicken, raw cheese, some vegetables that are more on the hearty side, so like cherry tomatoes, carrots, maybe some peppers, cucumber, and some romaine lettuce that has like the stalk in the middle. It's a little hardier. And I'll put the dressing just on it, and so it's all ready to go when we're ready to eat it. And I'll have it in a little cooler with some fruit and some crackers too. And it's just, I mean, it holds us over until we can get to our next mealtime at our destination. So something that works out well for us. I always bring our own snacks. Always. Okay, the last thing, cleaning the hotel room. I'm not crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Is all this crazy? I don't think it is. I have my little bag o things. So I have this little clip here. This has nothing to do with cleaning. This is for keeping the hotel blinds shut, because a lot of times there's like a gap in the window, and if you're staying downtown, there's always like lights. So this just helps keep the blinds shut. Helps you sleep. So I will clean my hotel room. So I take Clorox wipes, or like Lysol wipes or whatever, and I will clean all the commonly touched surfaces. So things like the door handles, the locks, the knobs on like the sink, the actual sink itself. What else? The telephone, I'll wipe that down. I'll wipe down any light switches. Really any other commonly touched surface, tables, end tables, anything we're going to be using. I saw a Peter Greenberg documentary not too long ago, and he said that the #1 dirtiest item is this guy. So what I do I'll take my Ziploc and I will put the remote control in the Ziploc. Yes, I do this. If you've ever stayed in a hotel room with me, you know that this is what I do. And the remote control still works just fine, and you're not running the risk of getting the germs from the little guy here on your hands. So it's worth it. A little bit loud, but it still works just fine and doesn't do any harm to you or the remote control. So there we go. I do that. Yes, I do. I'm really not nuts. I promise. I don't know. So anyway, that's what I do with the remote control. You could also use a wipe on it if you wanted to do that. I don't know. I just like using my little Ziploc bag. I don't, you know, it works fine for me. And yeah, I think that's about it. We'll also take the duvet cover off of the bed and look for bed bugs too. But the bed bug thing, I don't think that's as big of an epidemic as it was a couple years ago now. So I'm not as concerned about that now, but we still look just in case. But it really, I mean, cleaning the room, I don't like, you know, I'm not vacuuming. I'm not like scrubbing the room or anything. It only takes about 5 minutes to do, and it's not a big deal at all. And it just makes me feel better about being in there because then I know the germs in the room are my germs and not anybody else's. So, all right, folks, I think that covers it. Hope it gives you some ideas if you're looking for how you can stay healthy on the road. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, love all that. Thank you for all my newest subscribers. Holy cannoli. I've had like 50 new subscribers in the last 5 days. Where are you coming from? Thank you. And yeah, I think that's it. All right, guys, have a good trip. Take care. Bye.